This video is going to be me reviewing very superficially a YouTube channel. This is not indicative of what is real. This is first blush. And basically, the kisses of death. Do not do certain things if you don't want to be interpreted badly. And please don't misquote people by leaving out the rest of the quote, which would apply the other way around. Now, we have a tip jar, a buy me coffee button. These are relatively benign things. Tip jars and buy me a coffee or buy me a beer buttons are not a big deal. And they started the channel November of last year. Pretty straightforward. We know what you did. Okay. Now, that's literally the same thing. I don't know why YouTube has, something and one more link. Anyway, here we go. We're going to start with my profile picture. Here's the profile picture, and as you can see, some people actually became very offended by this because they decided this is, quote, Illuminati one-eye symbology. It doesn't matter what picture you put up, someone's going to critique it. Everybody's a critic. Bitch, I'm hot. You don't need to do that. But I want to point out a couple of things here. Number one, if you're watching this, and let's do it full screen. If you're watching this and have it in full resolution and turn off the sound compensation and all the other doodads YouTube keeps throwing on there and put it in 720p, quote-unquote, no longer considered high definition, you might notice that there's a bunch of JPEG jaggy edges and anomalies put into the image. That's because that's what JPEG do. That's how JPEG make problem. Please stop ignoring that. Anyway, let's scroll down. How did I miss these two creatures one on each shoulder? Now, if you haven't noticed this image is either A, extremely low resolution or zoom in on a high resolution image, or B, someone ran it through a filter to cause even more JPEG screw-up images. But someone's just saying, I'm just posting this. Just a reminder of the Banfield scenes. Animals were crawling all over everyone. Not a coincidence. Okay, so the presumption here is that there are images of what look like serpents or creatures crawling all over the people. Okay, let's scroll down. If you're not aware of it, this is an image effect you can apply to photos for artistic reasons. It's supposed to emulate doing this with oil paints, or it could be another one, which means it immediately drops the resolution by a massive amount, blotches everything, and tries to connect colors together that are similar and make a picture that looks like Rembrandt might have done it. Recent thumbnail picture with advanced filters apply. Advanced filters. Right. There's another one called acid wash. We know what you did. If you did the advanced filters apply, do you tell people what those filters are? Do you tell people what software you're using? Do you let people decide for themselves and do their own research by enabling it? And no, these background anomalies here that create weird twisted patterns are not some super secret hidden message. Let's move on. Such and such had an interesting find. There is a clay cave-like thing on the left. Outdoor oven, doghouse, I haven't a clue. Someone seems to be inside of it. Or, again, you have a very, very screwed up image here. And I'm having trouble figuring out that face if it's a human face. And, yeah, that looks like JPEG or or motion JPEG, MJPEG, anomalies created by a compression algorithm. Or you can decide it's serpents and devil faces. Here we go again with the same scene. And exploring another find. Who noted what looked like a fuzzy triangle on the back of someone's head? From a different appearance through filters, I would say it looks like a chipmunk or squirrel. Forest animals are cheaper than Rogaine. At this point, I can't tell if you're just trolling We Know What You Did, because I can see what you did there. You're calling on me. Everybody knows I'm the squirrel master. Okay, let's get to the point. Someone applies an image filter to an image, and it causes an anomaly. Right there. Now we look here. It still looks like there's filtering going on, and also it looks like it's not just using motion JPEG compression. The computer routine is basically screwing up human faces when it does the compression for what looks like a photo or video. Let's see if there's less enhanced. Oh, that's more enhanced. Let's do it again. Oh my God, no. Eventually it's just a flashbang, isn't it? It's a flashbang grenade going off. This is a guy with a comb over. Saying it looks like a squirrel is mean. Let's move on. Good finds from same, karma for all. She saw a snake climbing up pant legs. Or maybe she needs to stop learning Freudian slip joint plier technology. Let's move on. The powers that be have a fine line thou shalt not cross. Sometimes we have to go around things, but go I do because I am proud American and value our constitutional rights. You forgot to put in there that you're a persecuted Christian while you're at it. Okay, if any of you out there are attracted to the idea of forbidden knowledge, etc., you're going to be fed bullshit. Accept it. Even if you find it only being done exactly the same package deal from someone else who you believe is lying, but everybody else must be telling the truth if I like what I'm hearing, you're being lied to. You are being a gullible person. That's it. And this is to anybody, including me. I would love to believe that the new Deadpool movie is awesome, but I have to see it first. However, the Minecraft movie's looking bad. Anyway, join me live. Stop by Once Upon a Crime Times channel for his live panel on Friday, talking about some new stuff and getting to some new questions. 6 months ago, I started down this path expecting to be solitary, probably painful, duty-bound to misinterpret images and apply Photoshop filters. What a surprise to find the number of like-minded souls I have found along the way. You mean marks? Your input and comments are valued, as they are footsteps of those who simply walk along silently alongside in the same direction. Okay, so what are these videos about? Well, let's get out of community and hit the home page and hit videos real quick. There's 28 videos on the channel, a little under 3,000 subscribers, and it's about the murders in Idaho. This is a single subject channel. Not reviewing the videos. Again, we go to the community page. JPEG aberrations equals creatures. JPEG aberrations equals snakes. Applying artistic filters to make it look like hodgepodge or some other, this is a mix of things, mixed media type artwork, is an advanced filter. Enhance. And of course, every aberration in the background. Okay, here's how we do this. In here, I am going to see when I hit the comment page, when I hit the link for it, somebody asking to see the original image this came from or the video, right? Let's see if that happens. And the plot thickens. Good catch. When you see the words good catch, that's like a code word for I'm not going to question what you're saying sometimes. Is that it? It's very disturbing. More than meets the eye. Right. I'm praying for multiple of my favorite creators to be safe. Young adults had no chance. Justice for Idaho 4. Yeah, but the prime suspect that is acting seriously like he's guilty lately, totally innocent somehow, right? A lot of you think that. Next one. Looks like a female and a male on top of that cave or doghouse. And what I think is I see is same bodies in different areas because someone has taken video and pics and stacked them to hide the obvious. Okay, the obvious here is, do we get the source image? Do we see any of this? Do we get the data? Do we get the source file? I'm sure it's in a video, and all I have to do is trudge through hours of videos. Hey, someone said, oh my God, aliens. Thank you for doing it. Saves me the trouble. What the hell is going on here? Let's see if this person stays neutral. Evil and greed, in my opinion. We know what you did. But of course, what did you say about your channel again? You said you're not here to tell people what to think? Everything I post, in my opinion, does not present objective fact or name any specific individuals. That not naming specific individuals, but seemingly to imply things. Yeah, not objective fact or any fact. Okay, why am I doing this video? Someone asked me to look into this and apparently had done it before and I didn't get the memo, or maybe their comment was deleted. I can't find it. So let's just do it. I see what you're doing. I know what you did YouTube channel, and I'm very thankful you only have 3,000 subscribers and only 28 videos. I am. Because it is possible with them being 30 minutes and 27 minutes and maybe 6 minutes, we could go through here as a team and figure out what the hell you're actually trying to push. Well, I'm not pushing anything. Yes, you are. You absolutely fucking are. Okay. So, simple, straight to the point. If you're reading in the news that there's an ongoing trial where the local county sheriff or whatever screwed up the investigation and a guilty party might go free, that doesn't mean they set them up or planted evidence, especially if that's claimed by the defense attorney. That just means you have incompetent police officers and a murderer might go free. Next, yes, if this is not really the murderer, this is a waste of resources and they're not finding the actual guilty party. People are making the same claim about an incident that happened in Indiana. The point here is, when you're looking at aberrations in a picture or in a video you downloaded off the internet that is absolutely going to be compressed to utter dog shit no matter where you get it off on the net. Maybe a little less so if it's a WebP or if it's on a website that's trying not to screw it up, but most of them don't do that. They just save bandwidth and screw up the images. Okay? If you're going to interpret that, interpret the raw image only. Do not run it through something someone calls a filter who doesn't tell you exactly, precisely, every step of the way how they did it. I have videos where I explain to people ad nauseum how I freaking analyze an image. I do. I find this absolutely not just a big red flag. I find this upsetting, and this is wrong. If you don't tell people how to double check your work, you don't want them to.